Hey guys, so we're in a challenge tonight. I have a friend that I was talking to on the phone, and she challenged me to make some canes with just colors that I had on my workbench. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of stuff on my workbench, but I found some gold, some blue, I had some brown, and I had some ecru. So I grabbed some white, and I made Skinner blends out of all of them. So here's the challenge. Just make a cane with the colors on my workbench. So we're going to do that. So this is just a Skinner blend rolled into a bullseye. I have the white in the middle, the gold on the outside. This is a fan fold of just Ultramarine and white. Another fan fold of Ecru and white. Excuse me, I keep having hiccups lately. And we have a brown and white. I could see all these colors working together. They're pretty. I think we'll get some good contrast. So all I'm doing is I'm going to take this gold right here and obviously I want everything in 1.5. So we're going to cut the ends of that off. I'm going to get this just a little bit smaller so that it's all the same size. But I want to do something different. I just don't want a regular kaleidoscope. I don't know if you've noticed, but my canes that I've been making, I haven't been cutting into 4 like I normally do to make a square cane. I've just been leaving them as a triangle and trying to put earrings together like that. It's supposed to be more versatile. You're supposed to get different shapes, so we're going to stick with that. With this blue and white, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get this to, we're going to make this into 3 inches. I wanted to do a flower, but I think we're going to wait till Sunday and make another flower. I love flowers. It seems to be what I make the most. But again, I'm looking for something different. I'm getting tired of the same old thing. So we're going to go ahead and cut this. And we're going to try and make a Natasha bead with all the leftovers. That's the one thing I cannot seem to make are Natasha beads. So I'm going to use this little knitting needle. And I'm going to try and make a really deep hole in there. Okay, I'm going to cut that in half. Got to make sure I'm using the right side of the blade because I never seem to do that. Okay, we're going to go a little bigger. Or, yeah, either way we're going to go a little bigger. So we're just going to kind of open it up by stretching it. Do the same with this one. Okay, and then we're just going to kind of, I want this to go over the gold. There we go. Alright, we're going to take that out, make it a little easier. I'm going to shut off my volume on my phone. so that it doesn't ring in the middle of this. Okay, now we're just going to do that. Okay, so we have that too. Then we have this. We could put a blue in the middle of this one. Squeezing it really good to get all the air bubbles out. This one we're going to flatten it. And then we're going to make this into a triangle. I'm not worried about the white covering it. It'll be a little different. Okay, so I already have a blue kind of like that shape. What would happen if we take this blue and put it up against each other like this? Okay, and we're going to put them together. Cut them in half, and we're going to put them together again a couple of times. Let's see what kind of a design we can get out of that. Boy, and this clay is stiff. I'm going to make it a little longer before I cut it again, because that was a little hard for me to shape it when it was so small. Okay, so we're just going to make sure that we're grabbing from the middle. That way we don't lose too much on the end here. Okay, so now let's see what that looks like. Okay, looks kind of interesting. So we'll go one more. Why not? Alright, so it's a little bigger than 3 inches, which is okay. So I'm going to cut it in half, and then if it looks like I want to go one more time, I will. Okay, we're going to go one more time. Not really sure what the next time is going to do, but I'm going to go one more time, and I'm going to bring this up so it kind of matches with this like that. All right. So one more 3-inch. Didn't do a whole lot different. Okay, so now we just got the brown. So we're just going to use half of it one way, and then we'll make another one with the other half, I think. Oh, I washed all my tools today, so I'm just going to use a stamp. Anything that I can kind of make a triangle with for now. Okay, so kind of want them to go different angles, and that gives it a little bit more definition to them. And I don't know what I want to do with the brown. I think I want the brown to curve around some gold. So we're going to try that. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. That might not work. So I'm going to push that back down to 3 inches. This one, I'm going to stretch it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take one end. Okay, and we're going to make it into a very tall triangle. Obviously, you don't want to go bigger than all the other ones. But you want different shapes. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to make this a little longer. I don't know if it'll work better with a roller. Maybe it'll make it a little easier. Okay, then we're going to take the gold. And we're going to put it right in there. And we're going to take this brown and kind of wrap it. That looks pretty cool. Okay, so you've got kind of like a little wave. Okay, so again, you kind of want to, it doesn't all have to be the same size. So now that we got that, we're going to roll this to about 3 inches. Cut it in half. Okay, that's going to be for the next cane, I think. I still want it to come out okay. Let's look at this graphite now. I'm going to give me one straight edge. And we're just going to cut it. And yes, I am so horrible at making straight lines. I really am. I will never, ever tell you anything different. Between lamp working, I also do fuse glass. I don't do it very often because it's boring when you do it on your own. And 2, I can't make a straight line when I score the glass. So it keeps me from doing it. I got a wonderful kiln and all this glass to make stuff, and I just don't feel comfortable enough making it. So hopefully when my grandkids get a little bit older, I will be able to do it with them, and that'll make it more fun. Okay, so we're just going to pick this up. Okay, we're going to go a little longer. Kind of want to go easy. Obviously, the goal is to keep them together. I don't want it to distort too much. Okay, so take that off of there. We're going to start off of one end like that. And that was like that. And I don't remember how we had this one. Maybe it was like that. Or like that. Try it like that. So there we go. The only thing I don't like is this sitting on the outside. Oh, what the heck, right? It's only clay. So that's it. Let's stretch this out and see what we come up with. Yes, you know me. I'm going to look at it. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to take gold. I don't like lines as my end piece because it's going to end up being doubled. So I'm just going to take some gold at a number 3. I'm debating if I just want to cover that piece right there. I feel like I can do one more element. But I'm not. I'm going to leave it alone. Because I can't put any other colors in there. I promised her I would just do those. Alright, so now we're going to make it into a triangle. So let me reduce this and I'll come back. Okay, so we have it all reduced. And I cut it to make sure I wanted to leave it like this. But of course I cut it with the wrong angle. So basically, this is what we got. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. This could be interesting that way. And then we turn it one more time. And I kind of like it like that. So now we're going to leave that. And 1, 2, 3.5. We're going to take this to 4. Maybe even 5 or 6. So we're going to try and put this in the square. So I can cut 1 1/4 of each of these pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what I want, but I want to make sure they're all even. So we're going to go 2.5. And I'm either going to put those together okay, we're going to put it butt end against each other. Okay, and we're going to turn this into a square. So we're going to bring that front forward, that back, and we're just going to keep playing with it till we get it in a square. Okay. Now we're going to take this to 4 inches and we're going to put it together. I like using 2, so then I can make sure that they're the same size on both ends. Okay, so we're going to take it down to 1 inch. Make sure that this is at 1 inch as well. Okay. So we're going to cut off the corner. So we can do this. Okay, that's pretty cool. Or, okay, I definitely don't like that. So what happens if we put the blue in the center? So you either got the blue in the center or you got the brown in the center. And I'm thinking because the blue is so long that I think I like the brown on the outside. So let's try it this way. Okay, so make sure we're all lined up. Okay, so now we're going to reduce just a little more. The only problem is when I make them this small is I don't have a whole lot of options on projects. Like if I want to cover a bowl or something, this just isn't enough. So I could have probably cut it maybe, I don't know, another couple of inches and just used maybe 1.5 inches as it was. But as long as I can get some earrings out of it, I'm good with this. That's mostly what I make is jewelry. Okay, so we're going to just make sure we got this the same on both ends. Right now, we are 1 inch on one side, but not on the other side. Okay, and this is already 1 inch. Okay, so let's cut the end off of that and see how this one turned out. Okay, and there's our cane. So you could actually even take this, because it's so big, if you wanted, and put them together and make 4 of them would look pretty good too. So, okay, so we still got this to go. And we're just going to use all of it. So we're just going to put them together any old way. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not even going to think about it. And let's see what kind of a difference it'll make. So I still got some gold. So I think since that blue is not showing up very much, I am going to take that blue and I'm going to wrap it around a gold piece on this one and on the brown one. Okay. I cut this in half. We're going to really stretch that blue. Why? I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to make it look better or worse. But again, this one is a no-brainer. I'm not worrying about it. I'm just going to do it. However it ends up is how it ends up. And I'm going to be happy with the decision that I made. Okay, so now we're going to put this in a nice little triangle. And this time we're going to use the brown. How did we do this? So we did it like this. So now we have one of these. So we're going to kind of make this like a peacock. And I don't have any more charcoal and white. I do have a couple pieces of black and white over here. So I think we're going to use those for a little bit of contrast. And I still got some gold over there, so I might as well use that up too. You know what? This one I'm going to make to 4.5 inches. Okay. Okay, so about 1.5 there, about 1.5 there, and this is about 1.5. So we're going to take this okay, we're going to put that one there. And I like that one. Just going to make this so that it's even because it's a little thicker on one side. I'll put that one right there. Then I'm going to take one of these browns and I'm going to put them right there. Maybe not. Didn't plan that one very well. So we got some gold here. Gonna make this 6 inches. It's a little bigger than 6, but it should be 4.5. Okay, I'm gonna just put some straight gold right in there. Gonna flatten the brown. I'm gonna put that right there. And we're gonna flatten the brown right here. Put it right there. I'm gonna flatten the brown right here. Take the gold right there, and ta-da! There is our cane in less than 5 minutes. So I am gonna go ahead and reduce this now, and I'll come back to show you the final cane. Alrighty, so we are done. And on this one, I have a little over 8 inches. So we're gonna cut 6 inches over here. Looks like this is a cleaner edge. And we're only gonna use 2. Oh wow, I really like that. It's amazing when you don't think about it. I can't seem to get it to focus here. When you don't think about what you're doing, it always seems to turn out so much better. So we're going to cut it at the 3-inch mark. Okay, so I can either do that. It's kind of got a face, the eyes, the mouth, the nostrils. That's an interesting look. Or then I'll have this, which is kind of tool 2. Or if I do it butt end, so if I wanted, cut it in half again. Okay, and I can make this one like this. Okay, so let me reduce this, and then this one is how I have that one. I didn't like it butt in like that, and that's pretty much the same thing. Okay, so this one we're gonna put it butt end. We're gonna go ahead and reduce both of these, cut them up, and I'll show you the end. Okay, so we are back really quick. So we're gonna cut this at 1 inch. It's gonna be this one. make this go just a little longer so I can cut off some of these bad spots. All right, so we'll start with this one. And I used the wrong side of the knife, so we got one. So I can either do it this way. I have that little flower in the center. That looks pretty cool. Or and of course, what is it without a dog barking in the middle of a video? Oh, you know what? I like this. Was it that way I like it? Alright, so we're going to put these two together now really quick. And we're done. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we are done. So we have that. We have that. We have that. We have the regular, not touched one, and the other one. Okay, so all of that out of one idea. And this would be really cool too if you want to make like a quilt, like a patchwork. Just cut like 4 of these, and then you take 4 of these and you can go around it, and then you could even go that with this one. So you can combine all these two into one pattern. So I hope you liked it. Jennifer, did I make it through your challenge? I hope I did. And we will talk to you guys later. We're going to use all this and make some nostalgia beads just to get rid of it. So you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Bye.